Hi everyone, my name is Apuraj Garikapati. Welcome to my YouTube channel Amazing Abhai. Episode, we saw Hunchwen looking through Yechen's records. She thought to herself, at first I thought he was someone incredibly powerful, but after investigating him, I found out he's just a guy from the small city of Jiangchang. The next time we meet, he's definitely going to be furious with me. The sword I gave him can only be used by one specific person. For him, it's completely useless. The scene shifts to Yechen. Just then, he receives a call from Guo. Yechen asks, "What were you doing all day yesterday? You didn't answer any of my calls. I even came all the way to Jiangnan to see you, and you didn't even welcome me." Guo immediately replies, "You idiot. Why did you come here? Listen to me. Don't leave your house for the next few days. I'm begging you." Yechen senses something is wrong. Did something happen? Guo forces a smile. "No, everything's fine." Yechen doesn't believe her. "I'll be at your house in 30 minutes. As he leaves his house, he thinks, "I'll call Deng. He can drive me there." At that moment, he runs into Ling Tan. Yechen asks, "What are you doing here?" Ling Tan respectfully replies, "I came to see you." Yechen sighs, "How many times have I told you? You're supposed to remain my hidden subordinate. If people keep seeing us together, they'll realize we're connected." Ling Tian lowers his head. "Being so close to you, while pretending we're strangers, is becoming unbearable. And I didn't come here without a reason. Today, all of my brothers from the dragon group have gathered to meet you." Yechen immediately understands. Looks like he wants everyone to know who the real boss is. He says, "I'm going to the Jia family first. I'll meet up with you afterward." Ling Tan offers, "I'll drive you there." As they get into the car, Yechen asks, "Did you find anything about Master Dragon?" Ling Tan shakes his head. "With my current strength, infiltrating the capital is extremely difficult. I sent 6 men there, but I still haven't received any news from them." Yechen thinks, finding information about Master Dragon won't be easy. Ling Tan says, "I know I'm not capable enough. So instead of sending more men, I'll personally go to the capital and investigate." Yechen immediately refuses. "There's no need. You're the king of this province. The province still needs you. Just send someone less important to gather information. There's no need to risk yourself." A short while later, Yechen arrives outside the Jia family estate. He notices something unusual. There are a lot more guards than before. Judging by Rose's voice, she's clearly under a lot of pressure. "If I walk in through the front gate, it'll only create unnecessary trouble. I'll sneak in instead." Avoiding every guard, Yechen quietly climbs onto Ru's balcony. Hua was stunned. "Yechen? What are you doing here?" Yechen steps inside through the balcony door. "Is someone threatening you?" Hua quickly shakes her head. "I'm the young miss of the Jia family. Who would dare bully me? I'm fine. Don't worry." Yechen looks directly into her eyes. "Who is it? The Family Martial Arts Association? Or those bastards from the Qin family?" Seeing her reaction, he immediately understands. "I knew it. It's definitely the Qin family. Give me their address. I'll wipe them out today." Huo hurriedly stops him. "Yechen, I know you're powerful, but this isn't Jiangchang. We're nothing compared to the Qin family, so please hide somewhere. I'm really worried about you. I don't want anything to happen because of me." Yechen smiles reassuringly. "Don't worry, nothing will happen." At the same time, he thinks, "I'm the chief instructor of the Dragon Soul. Even the king of Jiangnan works under me, and the reincarnation graveyard that the Dragon Master has been hunting for all this time belongs to me. I am its true master." Heh. Even if I told Avuo all of this, she wouldn't believe me. But with the influence I possess, making the Qin family lose sleep would be effortless. Since she won't tell me the truth, I'll find out myself. Just then, Yechen hears footsteps approaching from outside. Whoever's coming is at least a half-step grandmaster. He immediately tells Uo, "Stay inside. Don't come out no matter what." Then he thinks, if these were Jia family guards, they wouldn't be acting like this. "I'm willing to bet they're from the Qin family, sent here to keep an eye on Yuo." Yechen walks outside and confronts 2 female guards. One of them asks in surprise, "Who are you? How did you get in here?" Yechen smiles. "Uncle Jia's furniture is expensive. I'd hate to ruin it while beating you. So let's take this outside." After stepping into the courtyard, Yechen asks, "Tell me, who sent you? Are you from the Qin family?" One of the women sneers. "You already know that Jia and Qin families are about to become relatives through marriage. So how dare you sneak into our young missus' room? Are you tired of living?" Yechen smiles confidently. "I love my life. And the reason I love it is Dia, Uo. The two women immediately attack. You've picked the wrong enemy today. As soon as they close in, Yechen strikes with his staff, seriously injuring one of them. The second woman lunges forward. Let's see how you deal with my eagle claw technique. Yechen shakes his head. In the names of their techniques sound impressive. Too bad they're all complete trash. He grabs her wrist, lifts her off the ground by the throat, and coldly says, "If you want to stay alive, answer every question honestly." Terrified, she begs, "Please don't kill me." Yechen smirks. "Just 2 seconds ago, you were acting all arrogant because of the Qin family. What happened? Where did all that confidence go? Now tell me where the Qin family is." The woman quickly answers, "The Qin family estate is on the southern side of Mountain Road in Jiangnan. Travel about 500 meters down that road, and you'll find their mansion. But going there now is pointless. The main members of the family aren't there." Yechen asks, "Then where did they go?" She replies, "I'm just a minor member of the Qin family. I don't know much. But I heard the family head and the young master went to Kunlun. They're seeking help from a powerful master. If they succeed, the Qin family will become the strongest family in the entire province." Yechen narrowed his eyes. Kunlun, Yechen thought to himself, the outermost region of Kunlun is called Mount Kunlun, where several powerful sects and masters reside. But it's hard to believe the Qin family is influential enough to enter Mount Kunlun. It looks like they're planning to bring back an extremely powerful master. Yechen asked, "So when will they return?" The woman replied, "They'll probably be gone for about half a month. Once they convinced that master to help them, they'll all come back." After hearing everything, Yechen released her. "All right, our little Q&A session ends here." As she walked away, the woman thought angrily, "You bastard. Enjoy the next 15 days while you can. I'll report everything to the Qin family immediately. Let's see how arrogant you were once everyone returns." Just then, Yechen smiled. "Oh, I almost forgot something. Are you going to do it yourself, or should I handle it for you?" The woman froze. "But you said you'd let me go." Yechen shrugged. "I lied. Besides, I'll wipe out the entire Qin family in a few days anyway. So what difference does it make if you live? And don't think I don't know what you're planning. You're about to report everything to the Qin family." The woman glared at him. "If that's the case, then I'll kill you right now." Before she could make a move, Yechen struck her with a single blow, knocking her unconscious. He then made a phone call. "Dang, send a cleanup crew to the Jam Mansion. Bring a few people with you." Just then, a middle-aged man approached. "You're Yechen, right? I'm Yua's father, Yahong. I heard the commotion and came to check. I didn't expect to find you here. Come inside. Let's sit down and talk." After they entered the house, Yahong said, "Yua, go upstairs. I need to speak with Yechen alone." Yua immediately objected. "No, Dad. You're going to be rude to him." Yechen smiled. "No, your father is a good man. Go upstairs and get some rest." Trusting Yechen, Yua quietly left the room. Jai-hong left. "To be honest, I respect you a lot. And I genuinely like you. Calling you a genius would actually be an understatement. You're a true prodigy. But the problem is, you're standing against the Qin family. Even if we'd ignore the Qin family as a whole, Qin Shenyan alone is far stronger than you. He's one of the top 10 young geniuses in Jiangnan. At such a young age, he's already ranked 199th on the Grandmaster rankings. I admit you're incredibly talented, but you're no match for him. So please go back. I'll personally ask the Qin family to spare your life. I'm confident that once the marriage is over, they'll eventually forget about you." Yechen calmly replied, "Thank you for your concern, uncle. But I don't need anyone's help. I can deal with the Qin family myself. And I think you've misunderstood something. I'm not the one who picked the wrong fight. The Qin family did. They're lucky they aren't here right now. Otherwise, I would have wiped them out already." Jai-hong was completely stunned. Am I dreaming? Did this kid just say he'd destroy the entire Qin family by himself? Yechen stood up. "Please get some rest, uncle. I'm going to talk to Yua. Otherwise, she'll keep worrying. I'll leave after I reassure her." Watching him leave, Jai-hong thought, "I'd always heard that true geniuses think differently from ordinary people. Fear simply doesn't exist in their minds. Today, I finally witnessed what a real genius looks like." The scene then shifts to the headquarters of the Dragon Group, standing outside the building. Yechen thought, even from outside, I can sense countless powerful martial artists inside. I have to admit, Ling Tan has built an incredibly powerful organization. Let's see just how strong they really are, As he approached the entrance, a security guard stopped him. Suddenly, a young woman rushed over. "Don't do that. He's one of our most important guests." The guard immediately apologized. "Please come in, sir." "I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you." The woman smiled politely. "Welcome, Mr. Yi. Please let me take you to our boss." As soon as they entered the elevator, the woman suddenly dropped to one knee. "My lord, we've kept your identity completely confidential. That's why the guard didn't recognize you. He meant no disrespect. Please forgive him." Yechen nodded. "He was simply doing his job. I have no issue with that. And I understand. If an ordinary guard knew too much about Ling Tan's inner circle, it would only create." Before we move ahead, please take a second to like on this video. A like tells me that you enjoyed this topic. Your support helps Amazing Pi grow naturally. Unnecessary risks. The elevator doors opened. Yechen looked ahead and saw dozens of powerful martial artists waiting for him. He immediately sensed their strength. There are at least 50 grandmasters here, and the aura of several of them is exceptionally powerful. Until now, the strongest person I'd met was the leader of the Wu family, but quite a few people here feel even stronger than him. At that moment, Ling Tan stepped forward. "My lord, you finally arrived." He respectfully bowed. "My lord, welcome to the Dark Palace." Immediately afterward, everyone in the hall bowed together. Yechen thought they've been waiting for me since morning. Ling Tian has trained these people well. If they continue growing like this, no one in the entire country will dare stand against us. Yechen spoke loudly. "Everyone rise. As the master of the Dark Palace, I acknowledge every one of your strengths. From today onward, you are all my brothers. Give me your loyalty, and I will give you honor and glory. Anyone who dares oppose the Dark Palace, I will personally execute them. Before our strength, everyone will bow." The crowd was shocked by the overwhelming aura radiating from him. What terrifying demonic killing intent. Our entire organization hasn't killed as many people as he has by himself. Yechen thought, if you want people to bow before you, you must display your strength. No one willingly follows the weak. I'm sure Ling Tian already understands that. Ling Tian respectfully asked, "My lord, I have one request. May we have a short spar in front of everyone?" Yechen smiled. He knows exactly how I think. Before accepting, he asked, "First, tell me something. What's your current ranking on the Grand Master list?" Yechen thought, everyone in the Dark Palace acknowledges Ling Tan as their leader and genuinely respects him. If I'm going to become their lord, I need to prove that I'm stronger than he is. Ling Tan replied, "I've never cared about rankings. But a few days ago, I killed someone who was ranked somewhere within the top 200. I don't remember his exact rank." Yechen thought, the Grand Master rankings aren't completely reliable. Many cultivators stay at the same rank for years, while secretly becoming much stronger. Besides, there are many hidden masters like Ling Tan who have no interest in appearing on the rankings. Ling Tan smiled. "So, my lord, shall we begin?" Yechen evaluated him. Compared to Qin Zhen Yan, Ling Tan is much stronger, but if his opponent were 10 Gao, I'm not sure he'd win. Ling Tan declared, "I'll make the first move." Yechen nodded. "Go ahead." Ling Tan smiled. "My lord, I won't hold back, and I ask that you don't hold back against me either." With that, the two of them stepped forward and their fists collided, marking the beginning of their duel. Ling Tan laughed. "My lord, you're incredible. It's been a long time since I've had such an exciting fight, but now I'm about to get serious. So be careful." With that, Ling Tan unleashed his 100 Shadow Fist technique. Yechen calmly said, "The 100 Shadow Fist is nothing more than an illusion. In reality, there's only one real punch and I can see it perfectly. Your tricks won't fool my eyes." The next moment, Yechen broke through the illusion and defeated Ling Tan with ease. Everyone watching was stunned. The king of Gyeongnin's strongest martial art is the 100 Shadow technique. Until today, no martial arts master in Gyeongnin has ever identified the real punch, but our lord saw through it effortlessly. Yechen thought, Ling Tan's raw strength is actually comparable to mine. The real difference between us lies in our techniques. Ling Tan dropped to one knee. "I admit defeat." Yechen nodded. "Come on, Ling Tan, let's talk somewhere private. I have something important for you." At the same time, Yechen thought, his current punching technique isn't very useful to me, but what I'm about to give him will suit him perfectly. After entering the office, Yechen handed him a manual. "This is for you." Ling Tan looked at it curiously. "What is this, my lord?" Yechen replied, "A martial art I created specifically for you. Master it. It'll be far more useful than your current techniques." Ling Tian was completely shocked. "The martial arts I've practiced all these years are already extremely powerful, but compared to my lord's martial arts, they're on an entirely different level." Yechen continued, "Once you master this technique, you'll no longer be just a martial artist, nor will you merely be a grand master. You'll become a true cultivator, just like me." The scene then shifts to the city hospital. Huo's mother sat beside Grandma's bed, anxiously watching over her. Just then, Huo arrived with Yechen. "Mom, look, Yechen came to visit Grandma." Huo's mother smiled. "You two came at just the right time." Yechen joked, "And, without your makeup, you look a lot older. I brought some fruit. You should eat it so you don't age so quickly." Huo's mother smiled helplessly. "Yechen can be a little blunt, but whenever I compare him to Qin Xianui, I honestly can't find a single flaw in him." Meanwhile, Yechen examined Grandma. Her condition is critical. She's barely hanging on. The moment her last breath leaves her body, she'll die. But it hasn't even been a week since her birthday. How did her condition deteriorate so drastically? As he checked her pulse, his expression turned serious. This isn't an illness. Someone deliberately used spiritual power to force her into this condition. In other words, she was cursed. He looked at Huo's mother, Aunt, who was Grandma's last visitor. She immediately replied, "She spends almost all of her time with me. No one did anything to her. I can't let Huo learn the truth. Otherwise, she'll never accept Qin Xianui." Yechen looked at her seriously. "You lying?" she nervously replied. "Why would I lie?" Yechen answered, "Grandma is on the verge of death, and in this entire world, I'm the only person who can save her. So tell me, why don't you want to save your own mother?" Huo also pleaded, "Mom, please tell us what really happened to Grandma." Huo's mother thought, everything Yechen has said has always turned out to be true. If he says he can save Mom, then he definitely can. Meanwhile, Yechen thought, I'm certain the Qin family is behind this. That's why she's so terrified. Finally, Huo's mother admitted, "My mother's condition was caused by Qin Xianyan." Huo clenched her fists. "I knew it. No one else could have done something this cruel." Yechen took out a set of acupuncture needles. How could anyone treat an elderly woman like this? "When that bastard comes back, I'll deal with him personally." With that, he inserted the needles into Grandma's body. Moments later, Qin Xianyan's evil energy was forced out of her body. Huo's mother gasped, "That was acupuncture. I can't believe there are still people alive who can perform it." Huo asked curiously, "Mom, what exactly is acupuncture?" Her mother explained, "This acupuncture art existed thousands of years ago. Nowadays, most people believe it's nothing more than a myth. I never imagined someone could still use it today." Yechen then reached into the air. "Come out." He grabbed the escaping evil energy with his bare hand. "So you were trying to run away. Qin Xianyan, you gave Grandma a gift. Now I'm returning that gift to you." He flung the cursed energy toward Kunlun. At the same time, Qin Xianyan and the Qin family stood outside a powerful sect. One of the Qin family members complained, "We're from the Qin family. So why are these people ignoring us? Don't they have any manners?" Another master immediately warned him, "Keep your voice down. If they hear you, we're finished." Qin Xianyan added, "If they agree to help us, we'll reach heights no one could ever imagine." At that moment, the cursed energy suddenly returned and slammed back into Qin Xianyan's body. An agonizing pain shot through him. Everyone rushed over. "Yo, master, are you alright?" Musou barely managed to suppress the backlash. Who broke my curse?" His father, Qin Kun, the Qin family head, asked. "What happened?" "Your master personally taught you that curse technique. He even said no one in the world could break it. So how did you end up injured?" Qin Xianyan explained. "I placed a curse on the GF family. It seems someone helped them remove it." The Qin family head's face darkened. "They actually dared to injure my son. Whoever broke that curse, send the assassins from the Zoom Palace after them. I want them dead." The scene shifts back. Huo happily told Yechen, "Grandma is completely fine now. I'll come visit you at home soon." Yechen smiled to himself. Huo moved so fast that even the GF family's guards can't stop her. Saving Grandma was definitely the right choice. If I'd stayed there for another 10 minutes, Grandma would have forced me to marry Huo on the spot. She was absolutely obsessed with getting us married. When Yechen arrived home and reached for the door, he immediately sensed someone inside. He drew his sword. "Who's there?" A familiar voice answered. "Relax. It's me, Henchwan. Looks like you've already forgotten about me." Yichen frowned. "I told you not to come here, so why are you here?" Henchwan smiled. "I don't like owing anyone favors, so I came to repay mine. I've already settled the first one." Yichen looked confused. "What do you mean?" She handed him a recording. "Listen to this. You'll understand everything. I don't know what you did to the Qin family, but they're willing to do anything just to kill you. The moment I learned they'd accepted an assassination mission targeting you, I took the mission myself. Then I killed another target and substituted that body for yours. So now my debt to you is repaid." Yichen smiled faintly. "Henchwang, it seems you still don't understand. You didn't save me from the Qin family. You saved the Qin family for me. In a few days, I'm going to wipe out the entire Qin family. And if the Zuma Palace gets in my way, they'll be buried alongside them. So I'm warning you now. Tell your organization to stay out of this. Because if they interfere, they'll meet the same fate. I don't show mercy when I kill." Henchwang burst into you? Destroy the Zuma Palace? Are you even listening to yourself? You clearly have no idea what kind of organization it is. So let me explain. The Zuma Palace is the largest assassination organization in the entire country. It has countless grandmasters working for it. If the price is high enough, we can kill anyone, anywhere. Diaonan, the wilderness, it doesn't matter. If one assassin fails, we simply send someone stronger. We keep sending assassins until the target is dead, and one of our masters is ranked within the top 30 of the Grandmaster rankings. Do you still think you can afford to challenge the Zuma Palace? I saved your life. You should at least admit that." After hearing everything, Yichen said, "Then let me show you just how much you actually saved my life." With a single punch, he shattered a nearby door, revealing an assassin hiding behind it. The assassin stared at him in shock. "How did you know I was hiding behind that door?" Before he could react, Yichen rushed forward and landed a devastating punch. The assassin thought in horror. "We were told the target was only a grandmaster. I never imagined he would be this powerful. There's no way I can beat him." Just then, Henchwang stepped forward. "You're from the Zuma Palace too, so the Qin family had a backup plan. They assigned this mission to other assassins besides me." The trembling assassin glared at her. "Henchwang, you've broken our organization's rules. Once everyone finds out what you've done, you're finished. Kill him now, or your own life will be in danger." Yichen smiled coldly. "Even after getting beaten up, you're still talking about killing me? Looks like the Shadow Palace has already made its move." Henchwang quickly shouted, "Don't kill him. If you do, the Zuma Palace will know the mission has failed. They'll just send even stronger assassins after you." The assassin laughed. "What happened? Scared now? You can kill me, but you can't kill every expert in the Zuma Palace. Kneel and beg for mercy. Maybe I'll spare your life." Yichen didn't say another word. He killed the assassin with a single strike. Henchwang's eyes widened. "What have you done?" Yichen replied calmly. "I've already told you. Anyone who dares challenge me won't survive. If the entire Zuma Palace comes after me, I'll kill every last one of them." Henchwang stared at him in disbelief. Is this guy insane? He killed him without thinking about the consequences. At this point, not even God can save him. Yichen sat down casually. "Since you're here, take the body with you. And before you leave, clean up this mess." Henchwang frowned. "Do you even realize what you've done? You started this, but the Zuma Palace will be the one to finish it." Yichen suddenly remembered something. Henchwang asked, "Wait, do you actually have a way to survive this?" Yichen replied, "There's some cleaning supplies in the kitchen. Use them. Make sure you don't leave a single blood stain behind." Henchwang couldn't believe what she was hearing. "Are you even listening to what's happening? Forget it. I'll clean this place up and leave." With that, she started cleaning the room. While cleaning, she thought, "This man saved my life once, but I have to admit, he's an incredibly strange person. I want him to live a long life, but with an attitude this arrogant, that's practically impossible." She suddenly paused. "Wait a second. Why am I cleaning up after him? Once I've repaid all my debts, I'm leaving, and I'll never see him again." Meanwhile, Yichen called Ling Tan. "How much do you know about the Zuma Palace?" Ling Tan replied, "It's one of the most famous assassin organizations in China. It has 36 branches across the country. The Jiangnan branch is led by Ling Feng. Ling Feng is powerful, but if you enter your true form, my lord, you could crush him like an ant." Yichen thought, He's talking about the form I used through the reincarnation graveyard when I borrowed Loyan Tan's power. Ling Tan asked, did the Zuma Palace provoke you? If they did, I'll gather every master of the Dark Palace and wipe them out. Yichen asked, if one of their branches fails to kill a target, what do they do next? Before we move ahead, please take a second to share on this video. Sharing helps this video reach friends who may also enjoy anime, gaming, travel, cricket, chess, career basics, or personal stories. Your support helps Amazing Abhi grow naturally. Ling Tan answered, that's the worst thing about them. They have an enormous network. If one branch fails, they'll send an even stronger assassin from another branch. They'll keep sending killers until the target is dead. Yichen nodded, I understand. He hung up the phone. Then he thought, looks like this is going to become an endless war with the Zuma Palace. If that's the case, I'll have no choice but to destroy them as well. The reincarnation graveyard is my last resort. I'll only use it when everything else fails. Until then, I'll focus on increasing my own strength. With that, Yichen began cultivating. A short while later, he broke through to the third stage of the Kidon realm. I never expected to reach the third stage so quickly. The higher my cultivation realm rises, the stronger I become with every breath. Now, let's see if I can awaken that tomb's power. He entered the reincarnation graveyard and successfully awakened another tomb. Yichen smiled. Finally, I can awaken this one now. The master sealed inside this tomb is far stronger than Loyan Tan. Should I summon him now? He quickly shook his head. No, I'll save him for the day I face a truly powerful enemy. The scene shifts to Sunny returning home from work. She smiled to herself. Yichen told me he was staying at Mountain Mansion. He probably didn't expect me to get off work early. I'll sneak in and surprise him. She quietly walked toward Yichen's room, but when she looked inside, he wasn't there. Just then, Yichen appeared behind her. Why are you sneaking around my room? Sunny jumped in surprise. When did you get back? I was trying to surprise you. You already surprised me. So now it's my turn to surprise you. And with that, Sunny and Yichen's spicy moment finally began. Sunny excitedly said, you know our T&GN group has become incredibly popular. We're trending all over social media. Our products sell out within 5 minutes of every launch. And even after producing so many units, the resale prices are still sky high. Right now, if anyone talks about business in the entire country, they're talking about T&GN Group. Yichen smiled. I knew you would succeed. I can confidently leave the entire Jiangnan business market in your hands. Sunny then noticed a framed picture. Yichen, is this your family photo? Yichen nodded. Yeah, the house felt too empty, so I put up a new picture of my parents. It helps me remember them at the same time, he thought. And it reminds me never to forget my revenge. Sunny suddenly looked closer. Wait a second. What's that mole on your mother's neck? Is the photo damaged or something? Yichen shook his head. No, my mother had that mole on her neck ever since she was young. Is something wrong? Sunny looked confused. No, that's strange. After what happened at Unso Villa, the police searched for your family so they could return the bodies. I was the one who handled your parents' funeral, but I don't remember seeing any mole on your mother's neck. Yichen froze. How is that possible? Sunny, are you absolutely sure? You didn't see any mole on her neck? Sunny nodded confidently. I'll never forget that day. It was the first time I'd ever been that close to a dead body. I personally handled their entire funeral. That's why I remember every detail. Could your mother have removed the mole before the incident? Because aside from that, the face matched perfectly. Yichen's expression turned serious. I remember everything that happened at Unso Villa. My mother still had that mole that day. Sunny saw her body the very next day, but the mole was gone. How is that possible? Either someone swapped my parents' bodies or they're both still alive. No matter what, I have to uncover the truth about what happened that day. This is even more important than my revenge. He immediately made a phone call. Lu Shu, where are you? I need to see you right now. Lu Shu replied, I'm at the base. I'll send Deng to pick you up. A short while later, Deng arrived at Yichen's house. At the same time, Suren rushed to the entrance. I need to see Yichen. Let me in. Deng stopped her. I'm sorry, you can't go inside. Suren pleaded. I'm his high school friend. Please let me in. Deng replied coldly. Didn't you hear me? I said no. Leave. Just then, Yichen walked over. Who's she, Deng? What's going on here? Suren's face lit up. Yichen, you're finally here, Deng explained. Mr. E. This woman has been insisting that she knows you and keeps trying to get inside. Surin thought to herself, my father offended one of Gyeongchang City's martial arts families. Now the Ming family is planning to destroy us. Since the Jin and Jeong families are gone, they've become the strongest martial arts family in the city. The only person who can save us now is Yichen. The Ming family targeted us only to earn his favor. If he simply says a word on our behalf, we'll be safe. Yichen looked at her without emotion. I don't know her. Let's go, Deng. Surin grabbed his arm. Yichen, we were high school classmates. Why are you ignoring me? Don't you remember? You once told me you liked me. When I met you again after 5 years, I realized my feelings for you had grown too. Please don't ignore me anymore. We'd be much better off together. Yichen slapped her hand away. Take your hand off me, and don't ever show up outside my house again. If I see you anywhere near me, I won't hesitate to kill you. Tears streamed down Surin's face. You help everyone else, so why won't you help me? The scene shifts to Yichen arriving at the military base. Lu Shu said, you asked me to investigate everything about Unso Villa. I used all my resources to gather every piece of information. Yichen nodded thank you. Lu Shu and Deng exchanged shocked looks. Did he just say thank you? That's nothing short of a miracle. Yichen asked, are you certain my parents died in that incident? Lu Shu replied, they both have official death certificates. Those aren't issued without confirmation, so they should have died. Yichen looked at him seriously. I've learned that someone may have swapped my parents' bodies. Do you still think nothing suspicious happened? Lu Shu's expression changed. Then something is definitely wrong, he thought for a moment. There are certain people in this world who possess highly classified information. They're so valuable that the higher-ups will do anything to protect them. Officially, they're declared dead, but in reality, they're given a fake death and hidden away. It's not impossible that something similar happened to Yichen's parents, but they were just ordinary people. Why would anyone go to such lengths for them? The Unso Villa incident involved countless victims, who could have secretly switched their bodies. Yichen continued, Sunny was the one who handled my mother's funeral. She told me my mother didn't have the mole on her neck. Lu Shu nodded. That isn't as easy to verify as you think. If what Sunny said is true, then it's definitely suspicious. But Dragon Soul wasn't responsible for investigating that case, so the information we have is very limited. However, there is one person who can help you. The former chief of Zhangcheng City's Criminal Investigation Bureau, Zhang Weishan. He was the lead investigator on your parents' case 5 years ago. If anyone knows the truth, it's him. Yichen asked, you said he used to be the chief. What happened to him? Lu Shu sighed. Zhang Weishan was an outstanding officer. Most of the information we have today about Unso Villa exists because of him. But 3 years ago, tragedy struck. It was his son's wedding day. Everyone was celebrating. Then the young master of the Tang family kidnapped his daughter-in-law. He wronged her so badly that she took her own life. Furious, Zhang Weishan's son went to avenge her, but the Tang family killed him as well. Zhang Weishan sacrificed everything, even his authority, to get revenge. He made the Tang family pay a price, but he paid an even greater one. He lost the ability to cultivate, and now he's a prisoner. Yichen asked, are you talking about the Trung family led by Tang Gao? Lu Shu nodded yes. There's only one Tang family in all of Jiangnan. Tang Gao isn't just the head of the Tang family. He's also the leader of the Martial Arts Alliance. Someone like Zhang Weishan never stood a chance against him. He spent his entire life serving this country. Yet just before retirement, his entire life fell apart. Yichen frowned, but he devoted his whole life to the nation. Didn't the government help him at all? Lu Shu answered bitterly, Master, the world isn't as fair as you think. Right now, the country values grandmasters above everything else. To the government, Tang Gao was simply more valuable than Zhang Weishan. I was furious when I found out. I even tried to teach Tang Gao's son a lesson, but that bastard used his wealth to erase every piece of evidence and bribed every witness. In the end, the only testimony left was Zhang Weishan's, and that alone wasn't enough. Yichen asked, then why was Zhang Weishan imprisoned? Lu Shu explained because he abused his authority as bureau chief, and honestly, putting him in prison was also our way of protecting him. Otherwise, do you think he would still be alive after provoking the Tang family? Yichen nodded. I want to meet Zhang Weishan. The scene shifts to the prison. Yichen stood before Zhang Weishan's cell. So you're Zhang Weishan? He held up a photograph. Take a look at this. Do you know these two people? Zhang Weishan turned away. Leave, I have nothing to say to you. Yichen replied, the people in this picture are my parents. They were killed 5 years ago during the Unso Villa massacre. I'm the only survivor of the Yi family. You were the lead investigator on that case. You know, we both experienced the same kind of pain. When my parents were murdered, I was too weak to do anything. So I understand exactly how you feel. But over the past 5 years, I've completely changed. To tell you the truth, the only reason I'm still breathing is because of my hatred. Zhang Weishan sighed. You should leave. Even if I told you everything, it wouldn't change anything. Your enemies are far more powerful than mine ever were. Yichen looked him straight in the eyes. Then I'll prove my strength. He took out another photo. This is Tong Wangzun, the young master of the Tang family. He's the man who destroyed your daughter-in-law's life. If I bring you his head, will you tell me everything? Zhang Weishan's eyes filled with killing intent. Tong Wangzun, that bastard ruined my daughter-in-law's life and then murdered my son. He deserves to die. I'd do anything to destroy him. But kid, killing him is beyond your abilities. His father, Tang Gao, ranks 189th on the Grand Master rankings. Yichen released a surge of overwhelming aura. That doesn't concern you. If I bring you his head, will you tell me everything? Zhang Weishan nodded. If you keep your promise, I'll tell you everything. Yichen smiled. Then make sure you remember every detail. The scene shifts to the Humpty Dumpty Hotel, where Tang Wangzun, the young master of the Tang family, is enjoying himself inside a private room. A man standing outside thought to himself, our leader, Tang Gao, is incredibly powerful. So how did his son turn into such a shameless womanizer? If he weren't the leader's son, I'd never be standing here helping him do all these disgusting things. Just then, Yichen arrived and asked, is Tang Wangxuan inside? Tang Changshan looked at him cautiously. And who are you? He thought to himself, I'm ranked 250th on the Grand Master rankings. Yet I couldn't even sense this guy's presence. There's definitely something dangerous about him. Yichen replied coldly, what difference does my name make? You're about to die anyway. Chang Shan stepped forward and angered. You've got a lot of nerve talking to me like that. Before he could finish, Yichen struck him with the heavenly divine fist. You've been guarding Tang Wangxuan for years. You've definitely helped him cover up countless crimes, so you deserve to die. After killing you, I'll send your precious young master to join you. With a single punch, Chang Shan was killed instantly. The explosion terrified the women inside the room. What's happening? Yichen casually threw several kunai at them. You don't need to know. Inside the room, Tang Wangxuan panicked. Uncle Chang Shan is dead. Who are you? How did you do this? My Tang family will never let you get away with this. Yichen asked calmly. Do you remember Zhang Weixuan and his family? Tang Wangxuan's expression changed. Yichen, what are you trying to do? Are you here to avenge someone else? Let me make one thing clear. My father is Tang Gao, the president of the Martial Arts Alliance. If you so much as touch a finger on me, you'll regret it. Without saying another word, Yichen sliced off one of his fingers. You destroyed Zhang Weixuan's family. I made a deal with him, and part of that deal requires something from you. Tang Wangxuan screamed. No, you can't kill me. Yichen replied, I promised Wishan I'd bring him a gift. With those words, he fulfilled his promise. The scene shifts to the Tang mansion. Tang Gao frowned. My son still isn't back. He must be out fooling around somewhere again. When he gets home, I'll make sure to punish him. Just then, his phone rang. The caller said anxiously, Master, something terrible has happened. Young Master and Chang Shan have both been killed, and Young Master's head is missing. Tang Gao's face darkened. If you're lying, do you know what'll happen to you? The man hurriedly replied, Master, I wouldn't dare lie about something like this. Tang Gao roared. Find out who did it. Who killed my son? The scene shifts back to the prison. The moment Zhang Weixuan saw the severed head, he froze in shock. He's really dead. My revenge, it's finally complete. Thank you. You've rid this world of a monster. That bastard ruined countless lives. Now, my son and daughter-in-law can finally rest in peace. Yichen shook his head. You don't need to thank me. Now tell me what really happened at Unso Villa that day. Zhang Weixuan nodded. I'll tell you everything. 5 years ago, I was the chief of the Criminal Investigation Department. I had already been assigned to investigate this special case. During my entire career, the Unso Villa massacre was the most horrifying case I had ever seen. I happened to be investigating another crime scene nearby that day, so I arrived at Unso Villa very quickly. By the time I got there, everyone inside the banquet hall was already gone. Your parents were gravely injured. Yichen's eyes widened. What do you mean they were injured? They weren't dead. Weak Xuan nodded. Their hearts were still beating. They were still breathing. But they were on the verge of death. I did what I believed was right. I rushed them to the hospital, but the doctors later informed me that both of them had died and they issued death certificates. Yichen thought, now I'm certain a death certificate proves nothing. If a doctor with my medical skills had treated them, at least 9 out of 10 people declared dead could still be saved. Wei Zion continued. Everything up to that point seemed normal, but what happened next was the truly strange part. Normally, after a death, the bodies are transferred to the forensic department. But before that could happen, a mysterious man arrived. He carried highly classified documents. Using those documents, he took custody of the bodies. About 30 minutes later, he returned with 2 completely different bodies. When the bodies came back, I also received direct orders from my superiors. They told me there was no need for a forensic examination. They ordered me to proceed directly with the funeral. At that moment, I realized someone was manipulating the entire case. I tried contacting your relatives and family friends, but not a single one of them was willing to come. Eventually, a young girl showed up. She said she was a member of the Yi family, so I entrusted your parents' funeral arrangements to her. Yichen immediately realized he's talking about Sunny. Before we move ahead, please take a second to like on this video. A like tells me that you enjoyed this topic. Your support helps Amazing Pi grow naturally. Everything after that, I already know. The man who took my parents' bodies for 30 minutes is the real key. He deliberately prevented a forensic examination. Otherwise, everyone would have discovered those weren't my parents' bodies. Yichen asked, did anything else happen? Wei Shun nodded. I still felt something wasn't right, so I continued investigating. I eventually discovered that the man who took the bodies had actually met your mother at a cafe before the incident. The surveillance footage showed them talking for a while, then they suddenly got into an argument. Your mother angrily walked away. I kept that footage on my laptop for several days, but one day it disappeared on its own. Later, that same man came to see me personally. He threatened my family for their safety. I had no choice but to abandon the investigation. Yichen asked, do you have a photo of that man? Wei Shun shook his head. No, they deleted all the security footage. Yichen said, but you can still help create a sketch, can't you? He thought, I'm certain that man knows the truth. Wei Shun carefully drew the suspect's face from memory. Will this help? Yichen examined the sketch. It's too rough to identify anyone. I'll try to get you released from prison. Then I can bring in a forensic sketch artist. Would you be able to help create a computer-generated portrait? Wei Shun nodded confidently. Yes, that would be easy. The scene shifts elsewhere. A man was meditating in his room when someone knocked on the door. Without opening his eyes, he said, come in. The visitor entered respectfully and bowed. Master Zhang, I have something important to report. Today, someone visited Zhang Weishun in prison. Master Zhang slowly opened his eyes. After all these years, who would go see him? Even his son is dead. The man replied, it was Yichen from the Dragon Soul Commandos. Master Zhang said calmly, I don't care about the Dragon Soul Commandos. I care about the name. Did you say his name is Yichen? And is he from Zhangcheng City? Dang's subordinate replied, at first, I also thought it was just a coincidence that this man's name was Yichen, so I investigated him, and it turns out he really is the same Yichen. He didn't die back then. He simply disappeared. Now 5 years later, he's returned as a martial artist. Master Zhang sneered. That bastard is unbelievably lucky. Not only did he survive, he even came back as a martial artist. But so what? What difference does it make? There's nothing he can do to threaten the Zhang family. The man asked, should I send someone to eliminate him? Master Zhang shook his head. There's no need. I'm certain he won't survive long after arriving in Jiangnan. Just leave him alone. Understood, Master. The man bowed and left. Once he was gone, Master Zhang muttered to himself, I thought you were dead, but you survived like a cockroach. Do you really think you'll uncover the truth? You'll never find any answers. I've already trapped you inside a maze of my own making. The scene shifts to the Martial Arts Alliance headquarters. In Jiangnan, every influential figure in the city had gathered there. Jai Hong thought, who could possibly be bold enough to kill Teng Jiao's son? Everyone knows how much Teng Jiao loved him. The entire martial arts community is in shock. After hearing this news, Zhao Fu looked around and thought, every major family in the city is here. This is the influence of the Martial Arts Alliance's president. The only family missing is the Qin family. Since most of their members are still away from the city, Teng Jiao stood up and addressed everyone. My son has been murdered, and all of you already know about it. You also know that I normally don't trouble anyone, but this is an emergency. We must find the murderer at any cost. I've already sent all of you the suspect's photo. Each of you has tremendous influence in this city and countless connections. I want every one of you to help me find this man. If you see anyone wearing the same clothes or anyone with a similar build, capture them immediately. Jai Hong's eyes widened. Who could be crazy enough to provoke the Teng family? Wait a second, isn't that each N? His clothes, his backpack. Everything matches each N perfectly. Am I seeing things? I need to ask Uo where each N is right now. He immediately texted Uo and asked where each N was. Meanwhile, Teng Jiao continued angrily. I don't care if thousands of innocent people have to die. The only one who cannot escape is this bastard and not just him. I want his entire family. I'll wipe them all out. Zhao Fu thought, Teng Jiao has completely lost his mind. He's ordering people to kill anyone who looks similar. This is absolute insanity, but who can oppose him? Countless innocent people are going to die tonight. Then he looked at the photo again. Wait, why does this man look so much like Yi Chen? No matter how I look at it, he resembles Yi Chen. Yi Chen is my family's benefactor. I really hope it isn't him. I'll call him later and make sure. At that moment, Uo replied to Jai Hong's message. He's at home. Jai Hong sighed in relief. If he's at home, then he couldn't possibly have killed Teng Wanxuan. A second later, another message arrived from Uo. He just got home and is finally eating. I have no idea what he was doing all night. He was so busy, he didn't even have time to eat. Jai Hong's expression stiffened. He was out all night. The timing matches perfectly. Could it really be that he killed Teng Wanxuan and only returned home afterward? Meanwhile, Wu family head stared at the blurry photo. Why does this man look so familiar? I'm sure I've seen him somewhere before. He asked, do you have a clear picture? And if the image were clearer, we might be able to identify him. Mao Wei replied, no. Someone erased all the security camera footage. This is the only photo we found. It came from a random bystander who happened to be taking pictures nearby. He silently thought, I'm certain of it. From every angle, this can only be Mr. E. As soon as this meeting ends, I'll inform him immediately. The whole city is already moving against him and he needs to be ready for the fight ahead. Teng Jiao says, Mao Wei, since you're the vice president, I'm leaving this entire matter in your hands. Bowing respectfully, Mao Wei replies, President, you have nothing to worry about. I'll do everything in my power to find that culprit. The president nods and says, good, I'm putting my trust in you. But remember, within 3 days, I want that bastard standing before me. And if he isn't here in 3 days, you already know what I'm capable of. Mao Wei swallows nervously and answers, yes, President. Within 3 days, I'll make sure he's brought before you. After the meeting, every powerful figure in Jiangnan mobilized their forces to hunt down Wang Ziyuan's killer. Soon, members of the Teng family were patrolling every street and every alley in the city. Anyone wearing clothes that even remotely resembled the suspect's outfit became a target. They were rounded up without question and many innocent people suffered because of it. They showed no mercy, not even to stray dogs whose fur happened to match the suspect's clothing. It became one of the longest nights in Jiangnan's history. On that night, the law was nowhere to be found because in Jiangnan, it was the Teng family's rules that mattered. The next day, the scene shifts to the Wu family. Wu Qinyan announces, the death of Teng Wang Ziyuan is a major incident. Whoever brings me reliable information about his killer will be handsomely rewarded. I've already sent the suspect's photo to everyone's phone. If you see this person anywhere, report it to me immediately. As soon as Miss Wu sees the picture, she thinks, there's no doubt about it. This is Yi Chen, so the one who killed young Master Tang was him all along. Meanwhile, Wu Chen says, Leader, I finally know who this guy is. He's the same kid who came to our mansion and spoke to you so arrogantly. Wu Qinyan nods, you're right. The moment I saw that photo, I felt like I'd seen him before. He recalls their previous encounter. That kid was incredibly powerful. He broke through my pressure with ease. If anyone was capable of killing Teng, Shangxian and young Master Teng, it would be him. Wu Chen sneers to be honest. I can't stand that brat or that dog. Zhen Ming following him around. If you give the order, I'll tell the Tang family everything I know. Wu Qinyan immediately stops him. Don't act recklessly. We have to be careful with this entire situation. Then he gives a new order. Take Wu Yang with you and bring Zhen Ming here alive. That boy definitely knows where Yi Chen is. The scene then shifts to Zhen Ming, who is quietly cultivating. As he opens his eyes, he smiles. Mister, Yi truly is incredible. Thanks to the divine flame scripture he gave me, I've grown much stronger in just a few days. He clenches his fist confidently. Mister, you was right. Now I'm certain that within a month, even Wu Qinyan won't be able to do anything to me. And Wu Chen and Wu Yang are no match for me either. Suddenly someone kicks the front door off its hinges. Startled, Zhen Ming, who's there? Who just smashed my door? Whoever you are, get out here. The next instant, Wu Yang and Wu Chen launch a surprise attack. Zhen Ming's eyes widen. You two? What are you doing here? Wu Chen snores. Where's your master? Looks like he didn't take his pet out for a walk today, so he left you behind to guard this dump. Zhen Ming glares at them. Wu Chen, Wu Yan, I have nothing to do with the Wu family anymore. I don't belong to that family. So what gives you the right to break into my house and insult me? Wu Chen and Yaffer's Tubby. We're here because we have business with you, but I have to admit, ever since you became someone else's lapdog, you've been working pretty hard. Your cultivation has improved a lot in just 3 days. Mid-sentence, Wu Chen suddenly falls silent. His eyes lock onto a pill lying nearby. Both brothers gasp. That's an ancient pill, a top-tier treasure. Wu Yang immediately demands. Zhen Ming, where did you get that pill? Zhen Ming snorts. Why should I tell you? Now get out of my house before I throw you out myself. The brothers burst into looks like you've forgotten something. Back in the Wu family, we've always been stronger than you. Now that you found yourself a new master, you actually think you can talk back to us? Today we'll show you what real power looks like, and we'll remind you what happens to a dog that barks too much. The two brothers attack at the same time, but thanks to the techniques Yi Chen taught him, Zhen Ming effortlessly blocks every strike before blasting both of them backward. Wu Chen immediately realizes something. This isn't the same Zhen Ming anymore. He's become far stronger than before. Whether it was because of the ancient pill or the cultivation technique, defeating him head-on wouldn't be easy, so they decide to play dirty. Meanwhile, Zhen Ming can't help smiling to himself. Everything I have today is thanks to Master Yi. Wu Chen smirks. Fatty, you've gotten a lot stronger. He points at the pill. Was it because of that pill? Then he suddenly look behind you. Your master is here. Zhen Ming instinctively turns around. Master, where? Before he can finish, both brothers launch a sneak attack. Zhen Ming's expression changes. Damn it, I'm such an idiot. I actually fell for such an obvious trick. The brothers immediately gang up on him, beating him relentlessly. Wu Chen, what's wrong? Can't fight back anymore? You walked right into our trap. Now we're going to beat you so badly, you'll never forget today. Within moments, Zhen Ming is covered in injuries. Looking down at him, Wu Chen smirks. I have to admit, you're one loyal dog. Even after all this, you still haven't revealed anything about your master. He grabs Zhen Ming by the collar. Now call Yu Chen and tell him to come save you. If he doesn't show up, and if he doesn't tell us where that pill came from, you're as good as dead. Zhen Ming grits his teeth and says, you can say whatever you want about me, but don't you dare disrespect Mr. Yi. If the Wu family ever makes the mistake of offending him, I can guarantee you one thing. That entire Wu family will be wiped out. Wu Yang bursts into laughter. Shut up, you mutt. Stop pretending you care about the Wu family. You don't belong to this family anymore. As for destroying the Wu family, forget that. We'll kill you long before that ever happens. Since you're refusing to talk, we'll just vent all our anger on you. The two brothers immediately resume beating Zhen Ming mercilessly. Barely conscious, Zhen Ming uses the last of his strength to write 2 words on the ground. Wu family. The scene then shifts to each end. Looking surprised, he says, Ying, what do you mean you can't get Zhang Wai Chen out of prison? Aren't you part of the Dragon Squad? Don't tell me you can't even handle something this small. Ying sighs, Mister, Yi please understand. Zhang Wai Chen abused his authority in the past. Because of that, releasing him isn't as simple as it sounds. We've already done everything we can. Yi Chen replies firmly, I don't care what it takes. Get him out somehow. He's the only one who can help me identify my parents' killer. If something happens because I waited too long, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Ying nods. Please don't worry. Even if Zhang Weichen can't leave prison, our investigators and experts can still continue the investigation. I give you my word, within 24 hours, we'll identify the man responsible for your parents' murder and his photo will be on your desk. Yi Chen finally calms down. At least I'll have the killer's identity within a day. He then thinks, Sonny has been managing the company really well lately, so there's no need for me to worry about the business. Come to think of it, I haven't spoken to Ling Tan or Jianming in quite a while. I wonder how much they've improved using my cultivation technique. Yi Chen then calls Ling Tan and asks, so how's the cultivation technique I gave you? Ling Tan replies excitedly, Master, your cultivation technique is truly the best in the world. I've never seen anything even close to it. He then remembers something important. Master, there's something else I need to report. Yesterday alone, 36 people wearing clothes similar to yours were killed. The Tang family has people searching for you all over the city. Please be careful. Yi Chen smiles calmly. Don't worry, someone already informed me about that, and I already know exactly how I'm going to deal with the Tang family. But the next second, a strange feeling suddenly fills his heart. Why do I have such a bad feeling about Jianming? It's almost as if something terrible has happened to him. Yi Chen immediately calls Jianming. The phone is switched off. His expression darkens. That's impossible. His phone has never been turned off before. Every time I called him, he'd answer before the second ring. Something definitely happened. Without wasting another second, Yi Chen activates one of his tracking techniques. Moments later, he senses Jianming's location. And at the same time, he can clearly feel Jianming desperately crying out for help. Yi Chen clenches his fists. I knew it. He immediately rushes to Jianming's house, but when he arrives, the house was empty. Only clue left behind is the message written on the floor. Wu family. The scene then shifts to the Wu family estate. Wu Chen and Wu Yang have already brought Jianming back with them. The moment Wu Qinyan sees Jianming's condition, his face changes. What have you two done? He may be a traitor, but he's still a member of the Wu family. I told you to bring him back alive. Who told you to beat him until he ended up like this? Wu Chen lowered his head. My apologies, patriarch, but Jianming is nothing more than that brat's dog. What difference does it make whether a dog lives or dies? He refused to reveal his master's location, and he was hiding something very valuable from us. The family had suddenly grabbed Jianming's hand. What's this in your hand? It's a pill. Wait, this is a high-grade pill. It was refined less than 15 days ago. Are there really alchemists in this era who can still produce pills of this quality? The moment he swallowed the pill, his aura surged dramatically. His eyes lit up with excitement. Our ancestors once left behind a sacred pill for our family, but this pill is far superior to that one. Tell me, where did you get it? He secretly thought, if I can find the source of this pill, the Wu family will soon become the #1 family in Jiangnan. Neither the Tang family nor the Qin family will be able to stand against us. Mu Chen explained, we found this pill on Jianming. We never intended to hurt him at first, but he refused to tell us anything about Yi Chen or where the pill came from, so we lost our patience. The family had looked at Jianming. So this pill belonged to you. My old friend, my dear Jianming, what happened to you? I only wanted to see you. I never ordered them to hurt you. Just tell me where you got this pill. Once you tell me its source, I'll personally take you to the finest doctors and they'll completely heal your injuries. Jianming laughed coldly. There's no point. There are many things in this world that are far beyond your reach, and because of your short-sighted greed, the Wu family is already doomed. The family head's expression darkened. My vision is short-sighted, perhaps, but my biggest mistake was letting a traitor like you live. Today, I'll correct that mistake. Just then, Miss Wu hurried forward. Father, please don't. Uncle Jian devoted his entire life to this family. He's a good man. Why are you treating him like this? The family head shouted. This is a matter for the elders. Stay out of it. Otherwise, I'll put you under house arrest. At that moment, Wu Shen received a message on his phone. He smiled. We finally found where Jianming got the pill. The family head laughed. What did you think, Jianming? Did you really believe we wouldn't discover its source? You got it from Mount Mansion, didn't you? Jianming's expression changed. Don't make the mistake of going there. The moment you step onto Mount Mansion's grounds, your entire family will be wiped out. The family head ordered. Bring everyone living at Mount Mansion here. They must know everything about these pills. Now I finally understand. This is why Jian Ming betrayed us for that young man. I can only imagine how many pills he consumed to become this powerful at such a young age. And Tang Wenxian must have discovered the pills as well. He probably tried to take them from each end and each end killed him. If I can get those remaining pills before Tang Gao does, the Wu family will rise to the top. We'll achieve gloria unlike anything we've ever known. Everyone will kneel before us. Suddenly, his expression froze. Wu Yong's body collapsed to the ground. The family head shouted, "Who did this?" A calm voice answered, "What ridiculous fantasy are you dreaming about? Look in front of you. I killed them." Yi Chen stepped into the room. The family head was stunned. "You walked straight into my house and killed Wu Yang. How many pills must he have taken to become this powerful?" He looked at Yi Chen. "I admit it, I underestimated you. But I also know you're the one who killed Tang Gao's son." Yi Chen shrugged. "So what? You're going to join forces with Tang Gao to kill me anyway, so why don't you try right now?" The family head smiled coldly. "I have to admire your courage. You actually killed the Tang family's young master. But do you realize something? You're standing inside my home. Do you really think I'll let you walk out of here alive?" Immediately, every member of the Wu family surrounded Yi Chen. Yi Chen smiled. "Perfect. Everyone came at once. Now I won't have to hunt each of you down one by one later." The next moment, he effortlessly defeated every single one of them. The family head's face turned grim. There's definitely something extraordinary about this kid. He defeated everyone in the blink of an eye. Yi Chen took out another pill and handed it to Jian Ming. "Jian Ming, take this. You'll feel much better." The family head stared at the pill greedily. "I know you have many pills. Alchemists are incredibly rare in this era. I'm certain an alchemist is backing you. That's why you possess so many pills. Now hand every single one of them over." Yi Chen smiled faintly. "You want these pills? But tell me, what good would they do to a corpse?" The family head frowned. "What do you mean? Are you saying your pills can actually revive the dead?" Yi Chen looked at him in confusion. "Are you an idiot?" "That's not what I meant." Wu Qinyan sneered. "Do you even know who I am? My name is Wu Qinyan, the head of the Wu family. I'm ranked 192nd on the Grand Master rankings. You're not leaving here alive." With that, he launched a relentless barrage of attacks at Yi Chen, but not a single strike landed. Wu Qinyan frowned. "So you're actually showing off in a fight?" Yi Chen thought to himself. His punching techniques are impressive. Refusing to give up, Wu Qinyan charged again. Yi Chen sighed. "If you're really that eager to die, I'll grant your wish." As their fists collided, Yi Chen's punch completely overpowered him, sending Wu Qinyan flying backward. Wu Qinyan was stunned. "How could I lose from just one punch?" Yi Chen shook his head. "I thought this fight would be entertaining. What a disappointment." Wu Qinyan gritted his teeth. "How many pills did you take to become this strong? I seriously underestimated you. But if I had my sword, I could defeat you with ease." Wu family members immediately started making excuses. "That brat is a cheater. Our patriarch never fights without his sword. He's acting all proud just because he won, while our patriarch was unarmed." Wu Chen smirked. "Go get your sword. And while you're at it, bring a machine gun and a rocket launcher too. That way you won't have any excuses left." Wu Qinyan retrieved his sword and proudly declared, "My swordsmanship is famous throughout the entire country. Dying by my blade should be considered an honor." Jian Ming immediately warned, "Be careful. He's much stronger when he's using a sword." Yi Chen smiled confidently. "Leave everything to me." Wu Qinyan raised his sword. "Spread your wings, my sword," and split him in half. He unleashed a devastating slash, but Yi Chen effortlessly dodged it. Yi Chen sighed. "I'm already tired of listening to your nonsense. It's time for you to die." Just as he was about to strike, someone suddenly grabbed his wrist. "That's enough. No more fighting." Wu Qinyan looked shocked. "Dad, weren't you in seclusion training? Why are you here?" The old man replied coldly. "If I hadn't come." Before we move ahead, please take a second to share on this video. Sharing helps this video reach friends who may also enjoy anime, gaming, travel, cricket, chess, career basics, or personal stories. Your support helps Amazing Abhi grow naturally. You would already be dead. Wu Qinyan couldn't believe it. "What are you talking about? I'm the head of the Wu family. How can you compare me to this kid?" The old man turned to Yi Chen. "Young man, you're very talented. That's why I'm willing to show you some respect. But after everything you've done here, you owe me an explanation." Yi Chen silently observed him. "This old man's aura is pitch black. He's much stronger than his son," he said calmly. So old man, what do you want? The old man answered, destroy your cultivation. Kneel and beg for forgiveness. Maybe then I'll spare your life. Instead of replying, Yi Chen drew the Dragon Slayer sword. The old man smiled greedily. So, you're offering me this ancient sword in exchange for your life. Before he could finish speaking, Yi Chen swung the Dragon Slayer sword only once. The slash instantly killed the old man. Everyone present froze in shock. Yi Chen looked at the sword with surprise. This sword is incredible. I thought it was damaged and wouldn't be very useful, but it killed him with a single strike. The Wu family members were horrified. Our family's grandmaster, he's dead. We've heard countless legends about him, but the moment we finally saw him fight, he was killed instantly. Yi Chen looked around the hall. Everyone, get on your knees. Without hesitation, every member of the Wu family knelt. Yi Chen slowly walked toward Wu Qingyan. What? Do I need to send you a formal invitation? Kneel or die. Terrified, Wu Qingyan immediately dropped to his knees. The others begged desperately. We'll do anything. Please spare us. Yi Chen stared at Wu Qingyan. You're not begging for your life. Wu Qingyan laughed bitterly. Why should I? I know you won't spare me anyway. But my revenge will still be fulfilled. Ten Gao will never let you go. He's far stronger than I am. Someone you could never defeat. I'm dying today. But 3 days from now, you'll be joining me. Yi Chen smiled coldly. You sure do talk a lot. At that moment, Ms. Wu stepped forward. Please spare my father. If you let him live, I'll do anything you ask. Yi Chen looked at her indifferently. Do you really think you're important enough to bargain with me? The next moment, he killed Wu Qingyan. Ms. Wu burst into tears. Why? Why did you do this? Yi Chen replied calmly. I don't like killing women, but now you're my enemy. Years ago, one of my enemies spared my life. And today, I'm preparing to bury that same enemy. I won't make the same mistake twice. Jin Ming hurriedly spoke up. Master, our young miss isn't like the others. She's kind. She always helps people in need. She even tried to persuade Patriarch Wu Qingyan to stop, but he refused to listen to her. Yi Chen looked at Ms. Wu, give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you. Ms. Wu took a deep breath. First, I'm nowhere near strong enough to take revenge against you. The Wu family is everything I have. Without it, I'm nothing. We may not be the strongest family this season, but several major big shots still support and protect us. If I stay alive, I'll inherit the position of Wu family head. And if you spare me, the Wu family will support you from this day forward. Yi Chen looked at Ms. Wu and said, if you're willing to acknowledge me as your master, I'll spare your life. Ms. Wu nodded without hesitation. I have no problem with that. She immediately accepted Yi Chen as her master. Meanwhile, Jin Ming fell to his knees in tears. Master, please forgive me. You've already done so much just to avenge me, but this useless servant can no longer be of any help to you. My legs have been completely destroyed. I can't do anything anymore. Yi Chen smiled calmly. As long as I'm here, you'll never be useless. He quickly wrote down a prescription and handed it to Ms. Wu. Wu Xilong, go and buy these medicines immediately. Take care of your uncle exactly as instructed for the next 3 days. He'll recover completely. Jin Ming will stay here. I'm leaving him in your care. Ms. Wu nodded. Understood. I'll take good care of him. Yi Chen then looked at Jin Ming. In 3 days, you'll be able to stand up and run again, so don't neglect your cultivation. During these 3 days, Jin Ming replied firmly, I won't. The scene then shifted to the Martial Alliance headquarters. Tang Gao shouted angrily, I ordered all of you to find one man, and yet, even with all of you working together, you still can't locate a single person. I thought this alliance was competent, but it turns out it's filled with nothing but idiots. Ma Wai stepped forward and said, Master Tang, please calm down. Your 60th birthday is only a few days away. I'm sure we'll find some clues before then. Tang Gao glared at him. Have you lost your mind? My son is dead. I haven't even recovered his head. And you're telling me to celebrate my birthday? There will be no birthday celebration this year. Another elder spoke up. Master Tang, please don't cancel the banquet. Have you noticed that nothing has gone right since the beginning of this year? Our alliance has suffered one disaster after another. Yuan died, the vice president disappeared, and now your son has been murdered. This can't be a coincidence. I believe someone has placed a curse on. Tang Gao frowned. What are you trying to say? The elder explained. This is your zodiac year. It's said that a person's zodiac year often brings constant misfortune. The best way to overcome that bad luck is by celebrating. And there's nothing better than holding a grand birthday banquet. Tang Gao thought for a moment. You're right. This year has been nothing but disasters. If celebrating my birthday can change my fortune, then I'll hold the banquet. I still feel terrible for my son, but I'll keep this celebration small. Just then, a courier walked in carrying a box. Master Tang, someone sent you this. They said it's an early birthday gift. Tang Gao waved impatiently. Can't you see I'm busy? Just put it aside, he thought to himself. Every year, countless people send me gifts to earn my favor. But this year, the gifts arrived unusually early. However, his expression instantly changed after noticing blood stains on the box. He frowned. Bring it here. The scene shifted to outside Yuchen's residence. Ying reported, Master, everything is ready. This time we've discovered several important clues. I'm sure you'll be pleased. Yuchen got into the car. Lu Shu smiled. I never expected your intuition to be this accurate. We now genuinely believe your mother may still be alive. Zhang Weishan helped us tremendously. With his assistance, we successfully reconstructed the suspect's face. Our forensic artist completed the image. When Zhang Weishan saw it, he confirmed that it was highly accurate. He said the reconstructed face matches the mysterious person he met by at least 90%. Yuchen stared at the portrait. Wait, this face looks incredibly familiar. Am I imagining things or is this real? The person in this portrait looks strikingly similar to my mother. Lu Shu continued, the same thought crossed our minds. When we compared your mother's photo with this reconstructed image, the resemblance was uncanny. So we asked our forensic department to analyze both faces. Their conclusion was that there's a high possibility this man and your mother are blood relatives. Because of that, we investigated him further. Yuchen asked immediately, what's his name? Where does he live? I want to know everything about him, and I want to meet him personally. Lu Shu sighed. We initially thought his records were simply classified, but even with Dragon Soul's security clearance, we couldn't access any meaningful information. The only thing we managed to uncover is his name. His name is Zhang Feng. Yuchen's eyes widened. His surname is Zhang. My mother's surname was Zhang too. They share the same surname, and they look incredibly alike. I'm certain now that my mother and this man are somehow related. Childhood memories began flooding back. I've met almost every relative from my father's side, but I've never met a single relative from my mother's family. Whenever I asked where they lived, she always told me they lived in a tiny village, so remote that it was almost impossible to visit, and every time I tried asking more questions, Dad would immediately change the subject. I remember seeing Mom sitting alone many times, staring at the sky and silently. Now I realize, I never truly knew anything. Why did the capital's master dragon order the destruction of my family? Who exactly is Zhang Feng? Why did my mother never tell me anything about her family? Why were my parents' bodies switched after they died? Why does this man look so much like my mother? And what is the truth behind my parents? It feels like I never knew them at all. I'm surrounded by questions, but I don't have a single answer. His emotions spiraled out of control, and an overwhelming wave of spiritual energy burst from his body. The pressure became so intense that everyone around him struggled to breathe. Ying gasped, Master Yi, please suppress your aura. It's becoming impossible for us to breathe. Unsu immediately regained his composure. My apologies. I lost control for a moment. Are you all right now? Then he turned back to Lu Shu. You said Zhang Feng's identity is completely sealed. What exactly does that mean? Lu Shu explained. Even Dragon Soul has no access to his records. That means the government itself is protecting his identity. There are only two possible explanations. Either he's an extremely important figure to the country, someone as valuable as you are to Dragon Soul, or he belongs to one of the nation's most powerful ancient martial families, a truly elite martial arts clan. Each end thought to himself, the second possibility seems much more likely. But how could my mother belong to a martial arts family? She didn't even know the basics of martial arts. Lu Shu hesitated before speaking again. I have one more piece of information. I don't know whether it's true or just a rumor. To be honest, I'm even afraid to tell you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to Amazing Pie. Subscribing makes sure you do not miss the next video, and it gives me motivation to keep improving the quality of every upload. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one.